Hi, in this video we are going to discuss about CROSSFILTER DAX function. Before going there, let's start with its definition. Its definition says it's going to specify cross-filtering direction to be used in the evaluation of a DAX expression. The relationship is defined by naming as arguments and the two columns that served as endpoints. You can also see its syntax over here. That means you have to first write your DAX function name, then column 1, then column 2 and direction. Over here, you should remember that this function returns no value. The function only sets the cross-filtering direction for the indicated relationship for the duration of the query. Basically, cross-filter is a calculate modifier. This is a relationship DAX function. For example, use relationship. In this video, we are going to discuss everything about it. So let's see from a demo how to do that. Over here on your screen, you can see that I'm using a website DAX.2. So if you are also one of the person who really wants to learn DAX, that you can use this website. Not only that, there's another website, DAX.guide. I have already explained you in my previous videos. If you really want to learn DAX or you want to try them out, then please go to these two websites where you can get the complete information about the DAX functions, and also over here on DAX.2 you can try it yourself. You should note that to add a calculation to your query, like measures and variables that you generally do, you would use the optional define keyword at the start of the query like I have done over here. So I have defined it that my measure is going to be sales customers. Over here, this is my measure name. Then it's going to count the total number of rows from the customer table. Before going into this measure, let's first see our data model so that you can have a better understanding how it's working. Over here, you can see that I have a customer table, I have a sales table, and I have a product table. So product to sales, there is a one-to-many relationship. Similarly, from my customer to sales, there is a one-to-many relationship. So that's how you can see your model. Now, if I have to filter it out my product, that means maybe there is a brand or a product, and I want to propagate my filter to the customer table, then definitely there should be a relationship exist between these two tables through our sales table. And if there is a no relationship between, for example, customer and the sales table, then no matter what I do calculation, it's not going to affect the total number of customers. So that's what we are going to learn over here. So in order to make it both directional or one way, or maybe you want to define no relationship between them, in those kind of scenarios, we can use the cross-filter DAX function. So now coming back to my code, over here initially what I'm doing, I'm defining one measure which is going to calculate the total number of customers from the customer table. Once it's done, now the second part is where I'm going to define a relationship between the sales and the customer table through the customer key. In this measure, you can clearly see that I'm applying cross-filter DAX function that is gonna define first the relationship between the sales and the customer table using customer key, and it's a both directional. Remember it's a both directional. In the expression part, we are defining what kind of relationship we are looking into over here. Secondly, I'm using calculate because my CROSSFILTER is a calculate modifier. It's gonna change my calculate functions calculation. Now in the another part, what I don't want to filter my sales and product table. That means over here my relationship is none. So let's see how it's going to behave then. And at last, I am going to evaluate it by summarizing everything into a table where I'm taking the brands from the product table. Total customers are coming from this one, which is going to be my customers measure. Then I have customers filter, this measure that I have defined over here. And at last, there is a products do not filter, which is this measure. And so now I'm going to run this and we are going to have a look at the calculations. I can expand this window and here are all the calculations. So this is the brand which is coming from the product table. Then there are the total number of customers, which is this one, and there's no relationship or nothing has been defined over here. Then there are the customer sales. That means in my model, I'm applying both directional relationship between the products and the customers through the sales table. Now over here you can see that because of the both directional relationship that we applied over here between the sales and customers, it's filtering for each brand. So like for example Contoso, here you are seeing customer sales. That means customers in the sales table relationship is working as well as it's working with the product. However, at the last part you see we have broke down that relationship. That means we said like there should be no relationship between the product and sales table, and that's why over here you are getting the total number of customers which are not being filtered. So over here we are just calculating the total number of customers only without any sales or anything. So that's how you can evaluate your DAX expression in the DAX 2, and you can see how your output is coming out. So now I'm sure you know how to apply this cross-filter DAX function into your calculations while working on it. Please always remember while working with cross-filter DAX function, in the case of one-on-one relationship, there is no difference between the one and both direction. Secondly, cross-filter can only be used in functions that take a filter as an argument, for example, your calculate DAX function. Thirdly, cross-filter uses existing relationship in the model, identifying relationships by their ending point columns. If there is no relationship in the model, it's not going to work. Number fourth, in cross-filter, the cross-filtering setting of a relationship is not important. That is, whether the relationship is set to filter one or both directions in the model does not affect the usage of the function. This means cross-filter will override any existing cross-filtering settings over there. Furthermore, an error is returned if any of the column named as an argument is not a part of a relationship or the argument belongs to a different relationship. Also, you should remember over here, if calculate expressions are nested and more than one calculate expression contain a cross-filter function, then the innermost cross-filter is the one that prevails in case of any conflict or ambiguity. And lastly, as most of our other DAX functions, this function is not spotted for use in the direct query mode when used in calculated columns or row level security rules. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you have any question and concern, please don't forget to reach out to us. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you in the next video.